Sup nerds, I'm Tom.
I'm Wes.
We're going to talk about one of the best legacy games we've ever played up until a point, and it's going to be mostly spoiler free.
Mostly.
Quick word from our sponsor before we get started. Video brought to you by GameToppers. They are the table we are playing on. They're really cool because they fit on top of your table, turning pretty much any table in your house into a board game table. If you don't have one, you need one. Check the link and get yourself one.
So if you don't know anything about Star Realms, we have reviews for other versions of the game. I don't know, I think we have like 250 videos on Star Realms about how great it is. But it's one of our favorite deck building games. It's my number 2. I think it's Wes's number 1.
I think so.
And this is, of course, a legacy version where you're going to play... You each pick a faction at the very beginning. Wes picked Star Empire in our game, and I picked the Trade Federation, basically the yellow and the blue.
And now, to cut you off real quick, those are the 2 factions to pick from. Base Star Realms has 4 factions. You've got the red, the green, the yellow, and the blue. And this game, it's a 2-player legacy game, and which is how Star Realms we played. You can play Star Realms with more players. You shouldn't. You should just... It's a great 1v1 game. So in this, you have the blue and the yellow, and none of the cards in the deck are blue or yellow. There are 3 brand new factions that we've never seen before.
And then you're going to be... you're just playing regular Star Realms, right? Buying cards, adding into your deck, playing them to get more money or to get damage, trying to bring the other person from starting like 50 down to 0. But if you buy a card and you pay extra, you're going to have, and this is, I guess, kind of a spoiler, but it's like the main thing in the game.
It's the main thing of every legacy game.
Yeah, so you have stickers in your scenario thing that you can, if you pay a little bit extra, if you pay 2 extra for a ship or 3 extra for a base, put a sticker on it, and now it is your color, either blue or yellow, and you have additional things on there. But even if you buy the card and you don't upgrade it, they all have when bought abilities, so that way, it's not just... Cause putting a sticker on is going to make the card better, but it's not like they all suck and they're super weak at the very beginning either,
And I will say, the card becomes your color, but it also remains the color it was. Correct. So it's like the one expansion... where Unity, where you have like the multicolor cards, that card now becomes a yellow and whatever it was before, the purple or the teal or whatever.
Or like orange.
And so because of that, just because Tom has put a sticker on it in a future game does not mean I don't have any incentive to buy that card. In fact, if I buy 2 cards that he's stickered, I can then combo off the blue ability as well.
Again, this is our favorite legacy game. Now, granted, we haven't played a small handful, mostly because we can't, because you need a lot of people to get together, and we can never get that. It's hard to do that, but if it's just 2 people, especially if it's me and Wes, we can definitely do that, and we made an exception for Star Realms.
We also don't really do campaign games, just because there's so many games.
Whether it's legacy or campaign,
just
both have the same problem.
Having to dedicate that many game sessions to one game before we can make content on it. But because we love Star Realms so much, we already know the core mechanics of the game, so it's super easy to pick up. They play super fast. I mean, we did this in, 4 sessions, I think?
Yeah. This is kind of where we're going to start getting a little bit more into spoilers, so we highly recommend that you pick this up.
It was good,
Yes. We're going to put purchasing in the description box down below. But now, on to the things that we didn't like. There were 2 big things that we both had issues with. One, when one person does well, right? When one person wins a game in the next scenario, they get a little bit of a buff, like kind of a minor buff. But it did feel like Wes won the first game, and then I won 4 games, and then he won 3 or 4 games, and then it went back to me winning 2 or something. Like, when one person is doing well, it feels like they are fucking crushing.
Yeah. Which is kind of Star Realms in general.
I feel like I've played more games that felt tighter in the non-legacy version than here.
That's fair. Unlike a lot of legacy games, there is no tearing cards up. There's nothing, when you scrap a card, it's not gone from the game forever. Really, the only legacy thing in the game is going to be stickering the cards.
So you could actually play this as just the game, right? You could have the blue starting player and the yellow starting player, and you can just play with this deck. You don't have to upgrade anything. You can just play a game.
The other thing that fell flat a little bit is I felt like the first half of the campaign, we were super excited. You're stickering cards like crazy. You're unlocking new sticker sheets because your sticker sheet, you have here's your 1 cost card sticker, here's your 2 cost card sticker, here's your 3 cost card sticker, and then once you've spent that, you're limited to what cards you can put each sticker on. And so it's great. You got more stickers. You're putting a bunch of stuff on. The second half of the campaign it was just adding gambits, really. Like,
Yeah.
you were adding more events into the game, which is something we've seen in Star Realms before, and you were getting gambits. Like, basically the catch-up mechanism was once somebody has won 3 games, every additional game they've won, the other player gets a gambit. So if Tom's won 5 games, I'm getting 2 gambits.
And that doesn't help you as much as you think. It
No.
could. A lot of them are really conditional.
Yeah, the gambits, and they're like wildly different in power too. Like, some of them are, here's a constant ability for you this game, and some of them are, flip it over, it's a one-time use thing. You know, destroy a base, and then you can scrap it to destroy a second base or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Again,
Once
conditional.
it was great, but
Yeah, it definitely felt like it dragged. I don't know why 12 is like the common
yeah,
legacy number. Like, I get it that people want to get their bang for their buck, especially if they feel like they're only going to do this once. You could do this more, but like, yeah, this didn't need to be 12, and it definitely didn't need to have the 12th one, the very last one. It was a big wet fart. Without getting too far into spoilers, Batman versus Superman did.
You're letting him kill Martha. What does that mean?
if you don't want the big spoiler, click off here, buy it. It is fun. We did really enjoy it. Here's the big spoiler. The last game of the campaign turned into a co-op, and we don't like co-op Star Realms. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, I think I've done it like once or twice, and it was just kind of like, yeah, because it's like it's a big card and it does a random thing or whatever.
and you still can attack your opponents, but you're really attacking the main big bad.
Full disclosure, we didn't do it. We opened up the 12th one and we looked at it and we started reading it and we said, oh, we're done, right? Yeah, this.
Yeah, like, I feel like at that point it was, we already knew that Tom won.
Yeah.
Because he had won enough games and won enough of the trophies that he won the campaign. We've played co-op Star Realms before, and so we just weren't interested in doing that again. Like, we got the full campaign experience. You don't need to play that last game. If you like co-op Star Realms, that might be something you're really excited to get to the last game and be like, we've been at each other's throats and now we get to team up. Great.
Yeah. Look, even with those complaints, this is still our absolute favorite Legacy game.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, we don't play a lot of Legacy or campaign games, as we said earlier, but again, even with those negatives, we still, at least the first half, we had an absolute blast.
Yeah.
We were freaking loving it. So definitely click on that link in the description box down below to get yourself a copy of this and a copy of the Reset Infinite Replay Kit.
I did want to talk about that, actually, because some people don't like Legacy games because you are like permanently altering the game. Mm-hmm. With that, so because the stickers, it's like, here's your 5-cost stickers, there's a limited number of cards you could ever put that sticker on. So what this kit gives you is every combination of card that could be. So instead of putting a sticker on it, you could just go through that box and find that card with that ability on it and add that in there. So you really could play this Legacy game as many times as you want. Now, obviously on repeat plays, you won't have the same, like, oh wow, look what happened here. But especially because as the campaign, you could get that and then stop the campaign after game 5 or 6 when it starts to drag a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we did really enjoy it. If you love Star Realms, you should definitely check this one out because it was a really fun time.
And while you're down there clicking on all those links to buy all of the stuff that we put down there, definitely click on the link for GameToppers, the sponsor of our channel, but also click on that link that says subscribe.
It's a button.
Don't open this just to make me talk. Only open this if you like that stuff.